All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. All right, those who are here in Babylon the Great, okay, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And yes, you have elect that are all over the world. Don't get it twisted, all right? But America will be destroyed, okay? That's Babylon the Great, the warnings, okay, the prophecies are set for this landmass. All right, now, the elect in other countries, maybe they will go through something, maybe they won't. Okay. In wars, okay, all sides receive damage. Okay. So there will be a ripple effect, but the main point is the elect here, okay, in America, okay, they're going to need they're going to need to be saved, okay, from what's coming, okay, and especially those ICBMs, all right. So, Lord willing, the elect here in America, Babylon the Great, okay, the daughter, all right, who are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, in diligence and vigilance, all right. Okay. And shalom to the women and children who watch and who learn from these videos as well. Quick video. Here is the hypocrisy of the anti-Christian, okay, the plantation Christian church. All right. Here is the hypocrisy, okay? And the headline reads, "He found out too late." He found out too late. Okay, it's too late. Okay, Transformer. It was on wedding night after husband learns its identity. Okay, and so these Christians will tell you that Jesus did away with the law. Okay, so you are able to sin. You even have the apologists. Their big thing was that the laws, they pushed that the laws are done away with. You have a lot of people, okay, who teach you that the laws are done away with. And here is the Lord showing you, okay, that is a great hypocrisy. Okay, now we've always said, if you could eat, regarding food, okay, you have the Christian church say, well, you can eat whatever, the scripture said you can eat whatever you want to eat, okay, whatever's in the shambles, right? That's what they say, whatever's in the shambles, read that, okay? So, if that's the case, then everything would be allowable, okay? Then everything would be allowable, okay? And it wouldn't matter, okay? But we know and we see that is not the case, okay? And so here's an example of your church, all right? Your Christian church, okay? Now, as much as the Hebrew Israelites are in the spotlight, they try to put us in a negative light, okay? You got niggas who were once a part of the truth. Now they're saying that they're no longer, a Hebrew Israelite niggas. Okay? But okay, but and then you had some niggas that ran back to Christianity, and this is what happens in Christianity. There's always a murder, death, kill. Okay, from that movie. What was it? Oh my goodness. Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. I forgot the name of the movie right now. Darn. But anyway, uh, when a crime happened, all right. Uh, I remember from I haven't seen this movie in so long, but the thing was, it said it popped up on the screen, murder, death, kill. Okay, murder, death, kill, and they were like, "What's that?" Okay, so that's the way that these Christians pretend. All right, so let's see what happens. All right, with a head Christian. All right, one of the leaders. Okay, this is a Christian leader. Okay, it's 2 days ago. It says a tragic and deeply disturbing incident has left the Ghanaian American community in mourning after Sandra, a transformer and newlywed, was brutally murdered, death, killed on wedding night. Okay, police say it was allegedly killed by its husband, Isaac. Okay, Isaac, ain't that something, huh? A Ghanaian pastor, so he's a leader in the Christian community, a leader. Who has since been arrested and charged with a murder, death, kill. Okay, and he was brutal. This guy was brutal. He's like he's never done it before. Okay, investigators revealed that Sandra was more than 40 times inside their home. So they shared a home. Okay, they shared a home together. Okay, that doesn't just happen overnight. Okay, it says according to the reports, the fatal attack occurred just hours after the couple exchanged vows. I wonder why. Okay, and I'm guessing this is him. Okay, playing around. Okay, playing around. Okay, and see he didn't do that over in Ghana. Okay, he did that here in Babylon. Okay, so he didn't practice transforming in Ghana. Okay, he practiced that transformation. All right, he turned into a Decepticon here in Babylon. Okay. Says police believe the assault began after Isaac discovered that it was transformer. All right, it transformed in the bedroom. Okay, and he was trying to get some box. Okay, Isaac was trying to get some box. All right, and it put him in some Fruity Loops. Okay, some Fruity Pebbles. A fact she had not. A fact it had not previously disclosed. Okay, so it didn't. So he didn't know. Okay, but what does it matter? He loved it, right? He liked what he saw. Okay, and this is why you brothers Okay? You know, a lot of you have been, a lot of us, okay, were raised, we weren't raised, correctly. Okay? Now, it's nothing, you're supposed to be with a woman, all right? And social media, okay? And these, weak, these Jake with no spine, okay? They're telling you that uh, that the woman is the prize, okay? But the truth is the man, okay? The man is the prize, okay? There's scriptures to back it up. We did a lesson on it, all right? The man is the prize. And so what a lot of you men do, you're in thirst mode because you're trying to please, uh, you know, a mindset of ignorance. We were brought up to believe that you had to get body and bag as many women as possible. Okay? And so, we ran through women, and it's not even about the woman, okay? It's about, you're chasing Wilt Chamberlain numbers, okay? Which that's false, man, okay? Wilt Chamberlain, he had to make that up. Okay, you're chasing King Solomon's numbers. Okay, now we know that that's true. Okay, because there were witnesses. But we genuinely, uh, you know, were raised and brought up to just get as many bag as many women as possible. Okay, and that was incorrect. All right, that was an incorrect, uh, you know, uh, way of being brought up. We had no guidance. Okay, and the result of that was, a lot of brothers, had a lot of children. Okay, children that you couldn't take care of because a lot of you couldn't, you didn't learn to put on, strap up. You didn't learn to pull out. Okay, and so you never learned it. Okay, just laying, you just laying there. Uh, caught up in the moment, thirsty, and so and it's come back to haunt brothers. All right, and that's lust. That's a demon of lust of the flesh. All right, and those women, they were unprepared. A lot of times we did it in our teens, and then I think Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, because I would be a destroyed individual now, man. I started off in preteens. All right, I started off preteens. Okay, and man, okay, and then that was experimental. Okay, but experimental, led to ejaculations going off, man. Okay, but and now I thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that that spirit of just carelessness was not in me, of ignorance. Okay, because man, I would have, I didn't. Hey, we didn't have no money. We were poor. Shit. In 12, 13, 14. And a lot of girls, were 12 years old, 13, 14, in my, sixth and seventh, eighth grade class, they were already pregnant. And that was due to ignorance. Due to ignorance. And see, and even in a later age of men. See how so he's in his 40s, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, he may be in his 40s, 50s, you know. And these were the people who were telling us, "Oh man, you gotta go get it, gotta get some, get it," you know. But they didn't, guide us. Okay, we just knew to go get it. Okay, any means necessary. Okay, didn't get it, you gonna be throwing up. Okay, so you had to get it to it. It's like a dope fiend. All right, right. That's how it was for me, man. If I wasn't getting none, man, I'll be ready to vomit, throw up. Oh, my stomach be good. I don't know. I'm about to throw up. I get some, I'll be well again, back healthy. But that was through ignorance, yeah. And I just, I think about this a lot since I've been in this truth, man. Like, those women. What if I would, those children, man, those women, I would be, shit, man, destroyed. Why y'all watching outside? But this guy, okay, for teaching that false doctrine, okay, this is what he liked, okay? He liked Transformer Decepticons, all right? He liked Decepticons, man. And, he liked it. He loved it because it was in his house. So what did it matter? Okay, that if it was a Decepticon, he loved it, right? Right? See, that's why you can't trust the flesh. All right? It said the couple had reportedly followed biblical abstinence. Now, where's that in the scriptures? He should, and this is the doctrine that he was teaching. Biblical abstinence, all right? Choosing to remain celibate until marriage, all right? So, I don't know where that is in the scriptures, all right? Because a man can have more than one woman, and so he was teaching a incorrect doctrine, all right? He erred not knowing the scriptures, and so he erred in real life. What began as a moment of joy and celebration quickly unraveled into a scene of horror. Police described the crime as an act of overwhelming violence, and many are labeling it a hate crime fueled by transformophobia. Okay, so like I said, this was going to be a quick a lesson. All right, this was a quick lesson. All right, and man, but hey, for a man who believes, in the scriptures, what the scriptures say, in the laws, keeping the commandments, okay, not saying that they're done away with, then they would have been a problem with that type of man. But with this type of man, it shouldn't have been a problem, because he loved it, didn't he? Didn't he know the spirit? Didn't he test the spirit? Or is this pastor like other pastors? All right, only walking in the flesh, and that's why they can't, you know, receive these spiritual fruits, man. All right, they're walking in the flesh, man, walking by sight, not by the spirit. So anyway, you know, this was a quick, lesson. Uh, once again, a Christian leader, all right, um, has been exposed, and judgment has come down on him. Okay, now he's going to be, in prison for forever, maybe. All right. So, with that being said, Lord willing, you were edified. Till next time, Shalom.